over here.
You are a part of the Ace and TJ radio family. Riggins, Alexis, Tech D-Rob.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Live from the Calitrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I don't know what y'all were just talking about, Ace and Riggins, but it sounded like one of you was telling the other one how to search dirty things on your computer.
Not at all.
That's what it sounded like.
Sounded like a kid with his grandpa. That's what it sounded like to me.
I was working on.
I don't see a magnifying glass.
I did.
It's true. He's kind of mad at me, and I'm like, "Oh no, I don't like it."
It was my fault. I was looking in the wrong place because I saw a magnifying glass, but I was like, okay, but I don't see. It doesn't do anything. Then I realized, oh, there's another one on the other side of the page. He was.
How many magnifying glasses does a person need on their computer?
He said, "You'll see the magnifying glass," and I was like, "I see it." Then I click on it, and it's not doing what you said. Then I realized, oh, there's another one on the other side. Sorry, my bad.
It's not work. It's identical to working with my parents. I'm like, you call me,
Right.
Don't yell at me.
Computer, click on magnifying glass.
I was just getting frustrated because I see the magnifying glass. I'm clicking on it.
It's not working.
It's not doing what you say it should do. And then I realized, oh, okay, there's another magnifying glass on the other side of the page. Oh, I got it now. There it is. I figured it out. No problem.
Figured it out.
You have to give me credit, though, Riggins. When I'm asking you stuff like that, I don't get mad. I'll quit.
Just quit.
Yeah, I go, all right, never mind. And he'll go, oh, wait a minute, it's not working.
Yeah, that is true. That is absolutely.
You'd also say it's not worth it as well.
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
My key move is I go, Rob, do you know how to do that? Like, I'll just pass the buck.
Yeah.
I'm not an Apple guy. I love using that one too. I don't know. You know what? I'm not an Apple guy. That's probably a question for Rob.
I used to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all have been blessed, I guess.
Well,
with the knowledge that people come to you and ask for your help.
Well, the only big difference with that is, if no matter what my age was, that would have been my reaction.
Yeah.
We could have been sitting here the same age, and I would have reacted in the same way. Like, I'm doing what you tell me to do. It's not work. Oh, wait a minute. There's another one over there. Okay, sorry.
I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with age.
But I think I subconsciously will walk away from it because, my whole thing about never learning anything from young people. So I'm just saying, I'm not letting a young person teach me something.
If I don't know it ain't worth knowing.
See, there you go. I want to learn something. I'm trying to be learning something. It's just not doing what you said it was supposed to do. Oh, wait, there's another one.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I don't consider Riggins to be that young anymore, so I can learn stuff from him.
He's trying to take a dig at you, and all you're just trying to do is help him out.
No, I don't. I'm talking about Riggins. I'm giving him a compliment. That
but also said he was.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Old.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm saying that Riggins is sophisticated enough and worldly enough that he can teach me things.
He's seasoned.
Now, a 25-year-old is not teaching me anything, or a 30-year-old. Because they haven't been through it. Riggins has been through it.
They've been through different things.
Yeah.
It's all right, though.
I know.
We can learn from everybody.
I can't.
And that's
I'm
your
not
problem.
learning anything from young people.
And that's the problem.
I don't consider you to be too young either for it.
See?
Shots fired at you now.
No, I'm saying you've taught me things. I've learned stuff from you about restaurants and things like that.
What's the break age on that?
Yeah, because we're considerably, you're older than my father, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you young. Just because I'm old, I'm considerably younger than my father. But that doesn't make me young.
Let's see what's trending.
It's not the news, it's more important. Now trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Ace, why don't you tell us what's trending now that you figured out how to find out what's trending?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm working on some stuff, but I'd knock this out of the park.
Click
brother.
the other magnifying glass.
They said, "Why is sexting trending?" I was like, "That's just for you." And I tried to pat it up nice. I'm like, That's the internet telling you what you might be into.
That's like that shows up in the same way. Why does Will Wheaton show up trending on
You're
my
definitely
computer?
not into that. I don't
know
think.
what that is even about.
Why is NSFW showing up?
Yeah, that was the other.
Yeah.
I went, well, that's how they think you might be into that. But there are some things that are trending. So, Supreme Court today, they're going to hear a big case. Two questions. One, did former President Trump incite insurrection on January 6th? Number two, does that disqualify him from running for president? Because Colorado wants him off the ballot. So the Supreme Court will deal with that today.
He's
Big
not.
day.
He's not even charged with inciting an insurrection.
Yeah,
I don't know
don't-
where they're getting all this.
I'm not. I'm
That's not what
quite
the
up to
what the
date.
charges are. It's look. It is Soviet style, iron fisted fascism, is what it is. And I mean, to even call what happened, it was a riot, not an insurrection. But that's all. I'm just saying that our freedom is at stake today. Today, depending on what several wishy-washy people on wearing robes have to say about it.
It's a real big deal, though. It's a big deal today because this affects the presidential race. It affects the future of the country. This is going to be a huge decision that won't come down today. The arguments happen today.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court probably won't respond for
June, usually.
Yeah, usually it'll be a while.
Yeah.
But then
Unless
again,
they hurry this one up because of what it means to the election.
I was going to say that they may have to, but can you imagine what if they don't, and this were to come down in June, and they were to say this is true, and they disqualify him, then everything becomes tumultuous again.
Yeah. And there are
So who
only 2 or 3 smart justices on the whole court. And I don't care what president nominated them, Republican or Democrat. There are only a couple who are really solid, intelligent people.
Got it. Something equally as important. Disney announced some very highly anticipated sequels yesterday during their earnings call. Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5?
2020 is coming out in 2026. Frozen 3, also out in 2026. Zootopia 2 out next year in 2025. And then Moana 2 out in November of this year, and Inside Out 2 out in June. So Bob Iger was like, we're going to focus on the franchises, the things that worked. We're just going to focus all our efforts there. So that's 5 for 5 right there. Those were all huge movies, huge franchises.
Well, let's just hope if he's got any sense, he won't change them up so much, to be woke.
Yeah.
That if he wants to stick to the franchise, stick to what they are.
Yeah.
Where does Toy Story go? I've never seen past the first one.
Yeah.
Where are we now, and where's it going at 5? I thought all the original characters they're gone, right?
Nope.
No, I think they're all still there.
Okay.
They're toys. They don't age.
I know, but for some reason I thought they had reimagined it somehow along the way. I thought they had new characters or something.
And reimagine is the word they would use because
Yeah.
it's a communist word.
I think I bailed after the second one, but I remember the first Toy Story. I might have been 7 or 8. I had a kid, like my birthday party was to go in and watch Toy Story. So they're definitely trying to appeal to millennials, I guess. I'm not really sure. It's the 5th one. So I don't know, but I think I bailed after the second one. I don't think I even
No, they're
watched.
so good. I
All of
rewatched
them-
all the Toy Stories during Christmas break. It was amazing.
Really?
They're so good.
Isn't the kid now a girl?
The Andy gave his toys to a little girl. Yes.
Okay. And then she's the main character in it now?
She wasn't. She was in it for like 10 minutes on number 4.
Oh, okay.
But it was her toys that went that
So
got
do you-
missing.
But she doesn't have as big a part in it as Andy did.
No.
Okay.
So we don't know
Well,
that
that's
plot
good.
lines yet of like Toy Story 5. We don't know any of that stuff yet, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they said they might focus on Buzz Lightyear this time.
Oh, Buzz and Woody.
Back to the basics, man.
Yeah, I think that's kind
Back
of
to
the idea.
basics.
And speaking of kind of throwback stuff, Britney Spears made this post on Instagram, a picture of her and Ben Affleck and Diane Warren, who's like a very prolific pop songwriter,
Incredible
just
songwriter, yeah.
songwriter in general. And in the caption, here's the picture. It's like this throwback picture, early 2000s. And in the caption, she says, "Cool pic of me and Ben Affleck and Diane Warren years ago. He's such an amazing actor. Did I fail to mention I made out with Ben that night? I honestly forgot. Damn, that's crazy. Wish I could tell you the guys the story about what happened before that. Oh dear, I'm just being a little gossip girl. PSS, I actually forgot. All the laughing, crying emojis.
By the way, Brittany, you just wrote a book. You could have put it in there if you wanted to tell everybody. You could have put it in the book.
She just remembered.
It's her addendum.
But how about Ben
She's
Affleck?
going through old pictures. Go, you know what? I think I made out with him that night.
Ben Affleck waking up to that today. Like, what? Oh man,
I don't need that in my life.
I don't want that today.
I'm sure J-Lo will be totally cool with that.
But
I'm sure that's got to be fun. Like they've got to tease him
roll out of-
relentlessly about that.
But at the time, Britney was probably a bigger star than Ben Affleck was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, very
probably.
possible.
I bet he's just being teased endlessly by his people today about
Do you
that.
think J-Lo is... See, to me, I like J-Lo, and I think she's a good actress, but I think she would probably be very catty, considering her relationship with Mariah Carey and how they are.
I would think.
Oh,
I don't
think
think this is fun. Like
You
they're
think?
making jokes.
I don't
today.
picture Jennifer Lopez ever laughing about anything.
I think you gotta laugh at
I
that.
think she's one of those that takes herself so seriously and makes sure everybody around her toes the line and all that. I bet she's a full-fledged, high-maintenance diva in person. That's why you can't ever see him with a cigarette where he doesn't just look exhausted. There was another picture yesterday of him sneaking out or waiting for his son to come out of basketball practice, and he was sneaking a smoke, and again, it just looked like he had been in a bear wrestling match. He's just like, along with that meme of him standing up that is so famous. Yesterday there was another one. She's like, why is he so disheveled looking when he has a cigarette?
That's a tough one. A lot of kids, ex-wives.
And maybe that was when he just saw Brittany's post.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got to get out of the car and have a cigarette.
J-Lo's not going to like this. There's no way.
Yeah. And then Disney is going to be streaming Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, the movie, the exclusive streamer beginning on March 15th. They said it's the concert film shown in its entirety for the first time. So it's going to have 4 extra songs over the theatrical run. It is obviously the biggest concert film ever released, $260 million at the worldwide box office.
Worldwide, 260 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was trying to think, what were the other big concert films?
Well, there was a
Bieber had
Beyonce
one.
Bieber had, he was probably up there.
Yeah, a lot of the others though are more documentary and movie as well. A lot more. I think I've not seen this movie, but I think it's pretty much just boom. Here's the show.
Yeah,
because the show is so big and so long.
Was This Is It, the Michael Jackson one, a big one? Remember?
I don't
think so.
The one where he died.
It was a big movie. It did well. But I don't know that it ever had any concert footage. It was just all
he never did
rehearsal
the concert.
footage. Yeah, it was all
never-
rehearsal footage.
Never made it to the actual concerts,
Yeah.
but I remember that one was kind of in the news.
Yeah.
You know what I miss? The hip opera. I miss that genre of movie, the hip opera.
I don't know if I've ever seen a hip opera.
Yeah, I think Beyonce had one.
I believe so.
Yep.
She starred in a hip opera.
Yeah.
She had a concert video this year, too. I mean,
Yeah.
concert movie.
Yeah. So that one's probably up there as well. So
Not like Taylor's, though.
Nope.
It didn't even touch Taylor's.
True.
And that's why they're not going to let Taylor stay up there very long. You can't keep topping Beyonce.
no, man.
They're not going to allow it.
So those are just a few things that are now trending.
I learned something about myself this week. I actually didn't learn it. I was reminded of it while paying a little personal tribute to Toby Keith. Some songs aren't sad songs at all, but they still make you emotional. Next.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calotren Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
1 week from today is the deadline for your chance to win $10,000. 100 words could win you $10,000 from our charity Peyton's Promise. It's the first quarter of the rest of your life. Get your entry in now. acetj.com/first, or you can click the link at the top of any of our social media. The theory being we want to give someone $10,000 provided it changes your life and the lives of others forever. Am I hearing eating?
Forever.
No, I was moving the bag around. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. To your mouth.
No, not yet.
So Toby Keith passed away Monday night into Tuesday morning. We found out about it, everybody, early Tuesday morning when we woke up. And he's been trending ever since. There's a lot of talk about it ever since, and deservedly so. So Tuesday, I was reminded of something that I think is silly a little bit, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe other people will agree, or you'll get a laugh out of it. But I was running errands, listening to some Toby Keith music. And I just had, Toby Keith Essentials pulled up, was playing his greatest hits, and enjoying myself. And once the courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue came on, and I realized that there's something about that song that's not a sad song. It's a song of vengeance. It's a song of patriotism. But I realized I can't get through that song without becoming emotional.
You mean crying emotion?
Like
boo-hoo?
I didn't boo-hoo. I didn't cry, but it's like you get a tear in your eye. It's like, man. So I thought that was weird. And then later, I went to go do something else. No, later I turned it on at the house. I was in my office at the house, and I turned it on, just wonder if it's the same thing. It is. I tested it. It's true. So it's not a sad song at all, yet it still makes me oddly emotional.
Yeah, that's funny.
The LSU fight song. Now, I'm an emotional person anyway, but it's the LSU fight song. It's not a sad song. Dun, 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 dun.
Don't get too far into it.
I can't do it. It makes me cry every time. I well up with tears every single time I hear that song, just because that's my alma mater, and I love that place so dearly. And my kids laugh at it, like they wait for it. You go to a game we're watching on TV, they'll immediately turn and look, like, here it comes, here it comes. So who else has one of those? It's not a sad song, but it makes you emotional. Now, here's what we got to watch out for. I posted this last night, and a lot of people this song, was my dad's favorite song. And I don't know, do we count that?
Well, because it is kind of sad.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
You're talking about your dad's death or whatever. That's a sad situation.
Right. Yeah, there's one that I thought made me laugh. This lady, Kia, said it, Islands in the Stream by Dolly and Kenny. That every time she hears that song, it makes her think of her father, who's passed away, and it makes her smile and kind of cry, because my mom hated that song because my dad danced with another woman at an event while that song was playing one day. They had a big fight.
Yeah, now that counts. That's a good one. I think that's not supposed to be sad.
Yeah.
And she's not laughing. She's laughing because it's funny.
But she said, yeah, this always reminds me of my dad, because my mom hated that song because my dad danced with another woman at an event while that song was playing back in the day. That's a good example. Am I the only one on this show that has this?
No.
What do you have?
That Ice Spice song about the fart. It makes me weep for our society.
Okay.
And that we are dying that much as a people.
Anybody?
No, I can't think of it, but I am picturing you just getting emotional over courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. I love that.
Oh, riding down the road is, especially at the end when the bells play. Whew,
Yeah,
gets me every time.
I've always said the things that make me cry like that out of the blue are patriotic things. So yeah, there are patriotic songs that do that if it's done right. Like if I hear somebody really do a great version of "America the Beautiful," that. But other than that, I don't cry.
Yeah. So
I don't.
At the Ace TJ show, what have you got? It's not a sad song, but it's oddly emotional for you. What is the song? And be sure to give us the reason why that song gets an emotional reaction from you. We'll get to them next.
Don't miss the Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. Live on the Ace and TJ Family app or download anytime wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ coming up.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We've worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. This one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right, cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
They're not sad songs, but they make you emotional. Great example here from Gail. Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card. That's a great song. But she said, looks back when her then boyfriend, later husband, was being, what do you call it?
Deported?
No, shipped off. What do you go?
Deployed.
Deployed. Thank you. I almost said deported. That was the wrong word. He was being deployed, and he burned her a CD of songs that he loved at the time. And Ocean Avenue. She said the whole summer he was gone, she would ride around missing him and just cry and cry. Just now, to this day, every time she hears Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card, she remembers that time and she cries. Even though it's like she goes, it's a happy cry. It still makes me cry every time. Great example.
Oh, man, you made me think about dang. Sometimes She Cries by Warrant. Now that was a power ballad,
baby.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sometimes she cries. She is alone at night.
To that end, TJ, somebody did send us a message that said, "I remember you by Skid Row. It's always the one love you never forget." Probably, song-wise, maybe the greatest power ballad of all time, in my opinion. It's phenomenal. But, it's not really a sad song. I guess, wait a minute. I guess that would be a sad song.
Yeah, it's kind of a breakup song, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of a breakup song. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's hard to tell, though, through that rocking now.
Yeah.
They rock too hard.
Oh, it's such a
You
good
won't
song.
know what they mean.
Brandy says, love this, The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Not a sad song at all. But this song was playing on the radio on the way to the courthouse for my divorce hearing. I'll never forget it.
Oh yeah.
So anytime she hears it, still makes her cry.
It makes me cry to think about giving some stranger the last sip of my whiskey in that song.
Yeah.
You're like, See, he drank down my last swallow. That's my whiskey. But you can have it if you're a stranger and you're going to drink out of it. Might as well keep it.
John said the AC/DC mashup y'all used to play on the weekend blast off while us upholsterers at Broyhill were working and singing every word. I miss those days.
Oh,
That's awesome.
that is cool.
A lot of these are really sad songs that y'all said. It's like, okay, that's a real sad song that you said to us. That doesn't really count for anything. Hey Jude. Is Hey Jude a sad song? This person says, Hey Jude is a motivational song, makes me feel like I can do so many things. It's a ballad, but it's not really a sad song. He's saying, hey, accept this person into your life, kind of.
Maybe it's sad because Paul McCartney had to write a song about John Lennon's baby because John Lennon wasn't going to do it. Maybe that's sad. Like he had to step up and take his place.
Yeah, that could be kind of sad. He was trying to help him through a difficult time.
Yeah, because that John Lennon was, he was a piece now.
What a piece of work.
Yeah, he was a piece.
Yeah. Did you know that the song is written? The song is written to Julian Lennon about, hey, I know your dad has this new woman in his life, Yoko Ono, but she's going to be here, so it'll be a lot easier if you accept her and. Everybody, life will get better. Trust me. Hang in there. Get through this difficult time. Life will get better.
That's what that song is about?
Yeah. I would have never known.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And, my song going to drop next week called Hey Dax.
Hey, Dax. Hey, Dax.
Take a sad song and make it better.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's not often, but yesterday evening about 5 o'clock, I got so excited because there's a piece of audio. I watched this video on Twitter and I thought, we have to have this on the show tomorrow. It is one of the funniest things I've heard in quite some time, yet it's not meant to be funny at all. And you will share you'll go find the video and share it the rest of the day. Next, hang on.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
The United States truly is a special place.
The land of the free.
A real melting pot of cultures from all over the world.
Where men, women, and children are given the opportunity to pursue their own little slice of life, liberty, and happiness.
And what better way to celebrate our rich history and with some sweet President's Day furniture deals.
Right now you can save up to $200 on select queen beds. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Okay. God, I've waited since yesterday afternoon to play this on the air so y'all can hear it and just laugh. This is from and I really don't know. I saw it on Twitter, then I saw it later on TikTok. So I don't know the genesis of this, if it's a TikTok account, if it's a YouTube show or what.
It's a podcast.
It is a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew that much. I don't know where it comes from, but Bobby Altoff, I think is how you pronounce the last name. Is that right?
That's how you spell. I've never heard her say her last name.
And she is interviewing an artist, Sukiyana,
who I've definitely never heard of.
Like a rapper type person, right? Not a painter.
Right. And so, yes, a musician. And that's the key word in this, musician. I've seen her interview a couple of other people, and she gets big name people on her podcast. But I actually thought this was a joke at first. And then the longer I rode through it, I was like, oh, I don't think they're kidding. So I watched it a second time and laughed uproariously all the way through. Okay, so this is, I think her name is Altoff, Bobby Altoff, interviewing Sukiyana. Right?
What do you know? That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the I mean, make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music, and that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That sounds like that it would be part of like Between Two Ferns or something.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah.
The podcast, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen I don't think I could watch. I don't think I would enjoy the whole podcast. I enjoyed the clips, but I saw this and I thought, and at first I thought it's a skit, and then the more I got into it, I thought I don't think it is. And then and Rob said he had the same thought. I sent it to Rob and said, okay, do you think this is real? And Rob said, I think it's real.
Or maybe like a Borat or what is his Ali G kind of thing.
That is funny.
Now, I love that she literally says, I'm not a musician, I make music.
Are there other clips of her showing that she's really that stupid?
I don't know. I didn't look for anything else about her. I don't know anything else about her. I don't even care. I just saw this.
Yeah.
And that is one of the funniest things I have ever heard in my life.
Because if it's not real, if she's not really that embarrassingly stupid, then it's brilliant comedy, and I want to give her credit for it. That's funny. That is funny.
But no one else seems to think it's comedic acting. Everything that I saw on Twitter, and I was like, oh my God, that's real. This is incredible.
That all I was a magician or whatever you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Is she pretty?
Who, the Bobby? The one who hosts the podcast?
No, the other one. Sukiyaki or whatever her name is.
Sukiyana.
Sukiyana, sorry.
Is she pretty?
Yeah, she's all right.
Okay, that means no. Is she hideous?
No, she's not hideous.
Okay.
It's It's worth it. That's so great.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
What does Ace have in common with one of the hottest actors in Hollywood? I'll tell you in Now Trending.
Missed part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.